Hello YouTube and welcome back. This is Nico and you're watching Determinator Gaming. Today we're playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, and the topic of today's video is the 5 best vitality-based skills. That, of course, referring to the different skills in the Vitality skill tree, which can be found in the Character tab in the main menu. This video is, of course, made up of my opinions, so therefore is not absolute and is open to interpretation. I would, of course, invite you to leave yours down in the comments below if you have any additions, subtractions, or amendments that you would like to make to this list. But I do back up each and every one of them with at least some level of solid argument. So, sit back and enjoy as I go through the top 5 best vitality-based skills. Vitality determines how much a character can endure. The more vitality, the more stamina, and the faster it regenerates. The longer the character lasts without getting tired, and the longer he can run. Running, surmounting obstacles, and surviving combat enhance vitality. You get vitality perk points at every 3rd level up, and then at level 20. Starting us off at number 5, we have Marathon Man, which says, you run slower, but keep it up for longer. Your sprint speed is 20% slower, but demands 20% less stamina, and of course, this cannot be combined with the Sprinter perk, and becomes available at Vitality level 3. This skill comes in handy for me more often than I would like to admit. Personally, I would choose Endurance over Speed any day of the week, so this one is an obvious choice for me. I can't tell you how many times it has come in handy helping me avoid attackers or pissed off guards after I do something noble or terribly criminal. Next up, at number 4, we have Thick-Blooded, which just says you bleed slower and is unlocked at the level 3 for vitality. This one really speaks for itself, not so much in the way that the name makes it obvious, more so in the way that the perk makes it a no-brainer for most people. If you bleed slower, you will bleed out slower, and therefore, after you've taken an injury, you'll have more time to escape or settle down, and then bandage it so you can heal, instead of dying, making this one really a very obvious skill. Next up, at number 3, we have Last Gasp, which says, you'll survive an otherwise fatal blow, and your health will even regenerate by 20%. Only activated once in combat, and this can be unlocked at level 12 for vitality. This skill is quite literally a lifesaver. I can't tell you how many times I have needed an extra 20% while in combat. This skill has come in handy on countless occasions, and should be among everyone's top 5. This skill is also great for exploring the world, as to find the one and only set of horse armor in the game, the only way I could ever get it was by jumping straight off the cliff, and under normal circumstances it would kill you. But with this skill, I would magically stand back up and I'd be able to grab it. So this one just really is a very useful skill to have. Next up, at number 2, we have Human Dustbin, which says, you can dispel hunger with anything. You won't suffer from eating poisoned or spoiled food, but neither will you have any positive effects from it. And this does not apply to alcohol. This has a minimum level of 6 to unlock for vitality. You know what is great about this game? Realism. If food sits around too long, it spoils. Then, if you eat it, you can get sick. This is very realistic, but also very annoying. Luckily, this skill exists. No longer will you have to worry if food is spoiled or poisoned before eating it. Just go ahead, jump right in. What's the worst that can happen? Lastly, at number 1, we have Revenant, which says, your health will regenerate gradually, and it does not apply during combat. This skill can be unlocked at level 12 for vitality. This skill is easily among my top 5 for the whole game, so it should come as no surprise that it took the number 1 spot here. After all, I can't think of anything more useful than constant health regeneration. This skill is especially useful while waiting. Well, that just about does it for this video. If you like this video, please consider leaving a like. And if you have any suggestions, comments, questions, or concerns, leave them down below in the comments for me, and I'll check them out as soon as possible. If you like this content and would like to see more like it, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date with all my content, especially any Kingdom Come Deliverance related stuff that I'll be releasing in the future. But, in any case, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.